Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm going to take a statement from you. It'll be recorded, and I'm going to be asking you some questions. And essentially, I'm just booting up my computer. Just give me a moment. I'm a retired detective, and I will be able to assist you once I have a better idea of what took place. So why don't we start by telling me what happened, and then I'll make some suggestions on how we can assist you.
Okay. Basically, me and my boyfriend's daughter passed in February, and I went to go pick up the things today.
Okay, let me just stop you there. Let me stop you there real quickly. First of all, what's the name of the police department and in what state?
It's in Massachusetts, and it's the Auburn State Police Detectives Unit.
Okay, Auburn State Detective Unit. And how old was your daughter when she passed away?
She was 2 months and 10 days old.
Okay, and what was the diagnosis in terms of her illness?
They said it was sudden, unexpected infancy death, which they said was SID.
Okay, okay.
And passed in '07 of SID, and I guess then they've renamed it.
Okay. Now, when she passed away, was she with you? Was she at home? Where was she?
She was with us at home.
Okay. All right. So your daughter passes away, and then you said the police started harassing you?
Yeah. That day, I know initially they have to interview you afterwards, and we were fully cooperative. We haven't heard from them since, and I called them to get my laptop back so I could return to school. So today I went in there, and basically they started questioning me, badgering me, being like, I don't know, just kind of just a lack of any sort of compassion.
Let me ask you a question. Are they treating you like a suspect?
Yeah.
Okay. So do they think that you're involved in your kid's death? Do they believe that? Or do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. And when you say they're acting hostile or rude or not so friendly to you, was this a change from before, or was this the way they've been treating you the whole time?
No, they're kind of like rude and insensitive, and they have been since, that day.
Okay. And do you guys have an attorney? And if not, is there anyone who is speaking to the police on your behalf or with you?
No.
Okay. All right. And how old is your boyfriend?
My boyfriend's 21.
He's 21. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay. All right. And do you have any additional reasons to contact the police now, since you actually, did you get your computer back, or did they refuse to give it to you?
Yeah.
They gave
They gave it to me. They gave me my stuff back. They gave us some of our clothing back. They took our clothing that day to make sure. I work with hazardous materials at work. They took it to test my clothing, and I'm not sure why they took his, but they gave us the majority of our stuff back, yes.
Okay, and listen, I'm going to ask you a tough question, and I don't want to be offensive to you. I'm very certainly sensitive to your situation, but it's a question that anyone listening to this interview, is going to want to have an answer to. Let me ask you just straightforward. Did you have anything to do with your child's passing away? Did you have any influence?
Absolutely not.
Okay. And did the police ask you that, and did you tell them that?
No. They didn't ask me. They never even hinted to it. They were just, insensitive from the get-go.
Okay, got it. So they haven't come straight out and asked you, did you do anything, but they've done a lot of testing, they've taken some of your property, and they've been hostile to you, is that right?
Yes, and I've been fully cooperative. I want them to find out the reason, and I think they're looking in the completely wrong place. I just want them to find out what happened and why I don't have my 2 children. I shouldn't be 25, and have no children and a cemetery plot for my 2 children. It's enough to go through without this,
Got it.
I just don't understand it.
So you lost another child in 2007?
Yeah.
Okay. Were they about the same age?
They both had just gotten vaccinated recently, about approximately a week prior. I don't know if it was some sort of reaction to the vaccine. I don't know if it was just they weren't developed enough to receive the vaccine or what. I don't know if they're allergic to it. I don't know, but it happened a week. I don't even know if it had anything to do with that. You know, and I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any medical reports from the police or anyone else?
I had them send them to me, but they were being sent to my mom because I didn't want to receive them and come home and, you know, stay here and read them all by myself.
I got it.
So, yeah, they've been sent to me, but I haven't received them yet because my mother lives in Connecticut.
Okay. All right. But your mom does have possession of the reports.
Yes, I believe so. I know one of them at least. I'm not sure about the other.
Okay. And you said this was Okay. And you said this was Massachusetts State Police, Auburn Hills?
No, Auburn State Police Detectives Unit.
Okay, Auburn State Police Detective Unit. Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a particular officer that you're dealing with?
Officer Trooper Poirier.
Do you know how to spell that?
Poirier, I believe.
Okay. All right.
And I mean, I think if anything, they should be, you know, trying to advocate to figure out what's wrong, not treating us like they are, you know? They've been absolutely ruthless towards us from the day it happened, and I don't really understand it.
Okay. Here's what I can do. First of all, do you have any telephone numbers for the police officers?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Can you give me the trooper's phone number if you have it?
Yeah. I know they're not in anymore, but I have their office's number. Can you turn this down?
Okay.
It's, I'm trying to find it.
Okay, while you're looking for it, let me just summarize what you've told me. So, what was the date of your daughter's passing again? I'm going to write that down.
February 12th.
February 12th. And they've been bothering you this way since that time?
Yep.
Okay.
They kind of, you know, didn't contact us for a while, and then I contacted them for my computer, and then they've kind of just been setting it aside and telling me that they're not in, and, you know, and then today I met up with them, and they wanted to talk with me, and I don't know, they had me in tears, like hysterical in tears.
Were you crying?
And they had the audacity to say that, you know, you can stay here till you calm down, and I'm like, yeah, like I want to sit here, you know.
So they know that you're upset, and they're still asking you questions?
Yeah.
Okay. And so far you've been answering all their questions?
Yeah, I've been fully cooperative with them. I want them to find out what happened.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. This is what we're willing to do to help you. I'm willing to contact the state police tomorrow, get you on the phone, and then challenge them to ask you any questions that they have at this point. And if they don't want to ask you questions with me there, then we're going to recommend that you stop answering questions. If you've already told them everything, and you've been upfront and honest, and you've told them what you know, and you don't know anymore, then there's no need to keep talking unless they have a need. I'm willing to hear them out, see what they have to say, but at this point, if it's causing you emotional harm, and if you're not able to take the questions right now until you get through this side of your kid's passing, then maybe you need to take some time off from dealing with the police and just take some time out for yourself, and we're willing to help you get that time. So what I'm talking about doing right now would be pro bono in terms of our work for you. There's no charge for that. We would just simply contact the police and try to get them off your back. Is that something you want to do?
Well, yeah, I would like that, only because I went in there to pick up my laptop only and pick up my belongings, and then they're like, they had the autopsy reports there for both of my children, and they went over them with me, and they're like, you know, just bringing up all this stuff and causing me emotional stress and making